And today we're going to do, our top 3 fictional characters that we would want to be quarantined with. This could be, from any movie, TV show, book, anything at all that's, made up, that's not a real person that we would want to be quarantined with. And, we were talking about this earlier, Nick. You can go in any direction with these, whether it be someone fun to be quarantined with or someone useful or, someone that's, won't, hurt you. I don't know. It's like really, well, I'm thinking like if you want to, if you want to be quarantined with like a superhero, but like maybe they go rogue and just start killing everyone,
That would be very unsuperhero-like, Dan.
Well, we saw Spider-Man get, have like a bad side to him. You remember that?
Venom?
All right. So do you want me to go first? If you're, if you want to see how I'm going to do this. All right. So my first pick, and we're just doing top 3. So my first one is going to be Remy, which is the rat from Ratatouille. I need someone to cook because I'm not the best cook. And
okay, no, sorry, finish.
What? A fictional character.
Yeah, but you don't want like a fictional, like real human chef. You want you want the rat to run around.
Dude, the rat makes delicious meals. And get this.
I mean, that's fair.
And it's a rat, so like he's not gonna take up a lot of room in this quarantine. So like, we'll just give him like a little, pillow to sleep on. That's about it. But also he's gonna make us delicious dishes. And I'm not the best cook. So if I'm gonna be in a quarantine with people, I need someone to cook our meals. He's gonna do it. And also like, I was thinking of other animals to go, but since he's a rat, like if he gets out of hand, like I'll just, swat him away or whatever, like, or like lock him in like, a cabinet until like he comes out. But yeah.
You didn't make my meal, Remy. Get in the cabinet.
And he's a nice rat. He's not like a dirty little rat. But so that's my first one. My second one is gonna be Tony Stark, which he's just very smart with inventions and all that stuff. He's gonna just think of some cool stuff for us to do while we're quarantined. Plus, like, if people start going crazy and need to like, or people start like looting and stealing toilet paper and stuff, he's gonna get in his Iron Man costume and he's gonna, protect us. So going Tony Stark.
It's a suit. It's a suit.
It's a costume. We're gonna go this next pick. No, it's a suit. Yes.
If you've ever below suit or costume.
If you've ever seen the show The Good Life, Nick.
No.
Okay. It's all on Netflix, but it's a really good show. But there's a character in that show named Janet, which is basically like, you say the name Janet, and it's basically like the right hand woman of the God character that's in this show. But you basically say the name and she will answer any question you want. She will bring you anything that you ask, like bring me something like, a toy or food or anything. She'll bring it. And she also knows the answer to every question ever. So I'm just, it's basically like a Alexa on steroids. And, it's going to keep me entertained at least while we're quarantined.
It's a very good list. A very practical list.
Go watch The Good Life during this, time that we're home. It's very good.
Yeah. Okay. I got to add it to my list.
There you go.
Very practical choices, Dan. I'd expect nothing less. You're a man of practicality, and I'm going a different direction here. I'm going for the good times because that's how I like to run with it. My first fictional character that I'm going to have during quarantine, Ron Burgundy. Just a jolly good sport. We'll definitely drink some good liquor. We'll have some great conversation.
Scotch.
We're gonna drink delicious scotch. Go swim in his pool in Los Angeles. That sounds like a good place to be quarantined. And we'll just chat about life and newscasting and broadcasting and I feel like he's gonna be a really entertaining guy to
Yeah,
make it through the quarantine with.
I like it.
Um, my second person is going to be Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Um, this I did want him here because he can create portal guns that allow us to travel to any dimension or planet that we want. So I feel like that would be a good way to pass some of the time here, going on some really crazy adventures. Now, obviously, the risk of death and like things happening in a negative way is high, but listen, you got a super smart scientist that can make anything. Um, that sounds like a pretty fun guy to have during quarantine. Um, and lastly, I kept this one very simple. Feel like you know this person and I will hit it off. It's just Jim from The Office, Jim Halpert,
Yeah.
Philly guy. We'll talk Philly sports.
Yep.
Um, we'll probably be the ones that go off to the side, like, wow, look at Ron again, look what he's doing, or Rick's gone off the rails. But he'll just be like the normal guy, just hanging out, watching TV and uh, shooting the shooting the shit. So um, yeah, I think that's
That's a
my
good
my
pick.
quarantine crew.
I know. I would. If we had more picks, then I would go with like someone like that, like that you could just hang out with, toss the football with or whatever. But me and Tony Stark will do that. It'll be all right.
I feel like Tony Stark can't throw. He builds like a robot that throws
He'll
for him,
build me
but
something that I can have a catch with. There you
he'll build
go.
you a friend, Dan.
He'll build me a friend.
But please let us know your quarantine
Yeah.
fictional characters that you want to be hanging out with. Let us know if one of us got it completely wrong, or do you think that one's better. Um, hashtag controversy is fine in this podcast, so um, just let us know.
Yeah, and and it has to be fictional. Can't be like, something from like a movie that's about real life or whatever. I'm trying to like think of something, but like if you want to like hang out with Rudy, but that's a real person, so you can't do that.
Can't hang out with Rudy.
No,
Rudy, I don't feel like Rudy would be
no, I'm
good to
just saying
hang out with.
as like a thing. Because one of the ones I thought of was Vince Papali from Invincible, but it's a real person.
Yeah, who also crossed my mind. I think it would have been really cool to like hang out with like Zeus, from like Hercules, the movie. Um, just be like, hey man, like, what's it like being, the god of gods in ancient Greek mythology? Like, can you teach me how to throw lightning? Like, can we control the weather together? Um, but he unfortunately Jim Halpert just probably a much safer choice.
Yeah.
So Zeus, I feel like all over the place.
I feel like you can't have someone that's like too supernatural in this instance because he could just, if he wanted, he could just like close your mouth shut and like.
Yeah, can't have that. I feel like Rick could do that too,
Yeah, he might.
Sanchez. But
He might.
I feel like he just kind of let him do his thing and just be like, hey, can you create me like a world or something,
Yeah.
or take me somewhere fun, and then go from there.